Hopping on his own. I don't like that at all, but I still like it. I don't like the way it's mixing. Quick little live right quick. And I haven't even sent the alerts out. So I don't really care who see it, but let's just not waste time with this. Probably be the last video I do on Crip Jesus. Cause this gonna be a breakdown of the confusion of PNF always doing the right thing, man. You know, just doing the right thing when it comes to the information and exposing what need to be exposed. Crib Jesus and the Moors he's with doesn't know PNF. So I already decided to do the video. Don't even want to do the video, but I got to do the video, so I got to do it right. So let's go into. All right, I think I put it out the ad because he keeps saying that I'm running from him. He keeps saying that I'm running from him, and I just want to explain that we can do review videos on people. He didn't have to get emotional and start taking it personal. So I'm just live one more time. I'm just live one more time for the sake. And when I feel like it, I'll go in on what I teach versus what they teach and what I know versus what they know. And going public and mainstream with the word more or the culture Moorish. And people out here trying to be heroes. People out here trying to use the Moorish name and mix it, you know, with they grandeur and they idealism. You got to be a man and step up for that. Right? So this is Sunday, whatever that be, but we can still learn. Now, listen. Understand the science is for to wake you up so you can know yourself individually, not for somebody to be masquerading as a king or a savior. And we can break all that down if somebody is worthy of be calling a savior. But before we do that, before I break all of the intricacies down that has developed into this conversation, let's get one thing straight. As you can see the camera, you can see a nice brown skin, round nose American, somebody who pushed America, somebody who was typically looking like a real red skin man or a brown skin man. But you got a lot of these black looking people who think they are leaders of Moorish science. You have a lot of these dark-skinned looking black sub-Saharan people that we give too much power to, and they'll try to make you feel like you mixed. You feel me? You scared to show your face. I'm proud of my light skin and my features. That's a little different than sub-Saharan. But I do got the nose, though. I will take that. I will take the nose. But yeah, I'm not scared to show my face. And I don't feel black people who lean with that black culture is the face of Moorish science. I don't feel like that. I don't feel like that. I know it's many dark-skinned people that are Moors or Moorish Americans, but I don't feel like they the face of Moorish science. And they should never be. And that's critical to talk about. When you're dealing with melanin and the science of melanin, maybe they have an argument, but that's yet to be seen. Let them argue that. But I'm not giving a dark-skinned person authority over me because they think black is the source of all life from Africa. I refuse to believe that. It can be debated. So Crip Mac, Crip Jesus, whatever you rep, I'm proud of my copper skin. That's brown. That's American brown. So you can't confuse me with a black, and I don't have to mix in with a black. I don't have to adhere to a black and follow a black, an insecure person who think they from Africa who had to be retaught their ancestry and genealogy. I don't have to follow none of that. I'm free from that. So I have a side seat on their experience as a black in America and how they get treated in America and how they identify. See how easy I make it for y'all? Now we're going to go right in onto the fact that I did a review on somebody who claimed they're Moorish American, and I'm finna show you. Shout out to Cosmic Girl Humble Pie. Been showing love. She been showing love. She been showing love. Thank you. So I'm going to show you and give you a clear example of causing confusion. Easy. It's like it's free content they giving, because being a Moorish American is a little bit different than being an everyday citizen. A Moorish American is not somebody causing confusion on no levels. None. Zero. You don't get no opportunity to cause confusion. Peace is one of the principles they abide by. Peace is one of the principles Moorish Americans abide by, because Islamism is their culture. It's their only culture. Islamism is their only culture. And a lot of these rogue Moors, they want to act like peace is not our culture. It is. Peace is a part of your everyday life. You can't abandon it. And we just, on YouTube, we use content off of these dudes who we feel like it's causing confusion. And when we offer them the information that they do, the things that they do, we send it back to them. They say, oh, you trolling. You trolling. So let's go right into the video. Share the screen. Because I make it so easy. And then they be like making up stuff like, they make up things that we don't even say and do. Okay, where is this dude? Let's just say Crip Jesus. Watch how I make this seem so easy. I'm a troll and all that. Okay, I'm subscribed. I'm subscribed to you. Let's go to the community. So we all know using easy English comprehension, I said Crip Jesus is a character. That's all it is. It's a character looking for views, looking for fame. I already said that. So it's nothing wrong with that. So it's like, how am I harassing or stalking somebody when they're trying to mix more science and knowledge of know thyself and your father God Allah and your mother how is that you can't mix that. So anyway, let's go down here to this one right here. Let's get a real review right quick. Check this out. So we got the guy in blue, and if we wear blue in Cali, something could happen to us. See, we got to think on that level. We can't be afraid to talk about that. And if people got a problem with that, that means they're trying to mix that in with more science. You get what I'm saying? And look, he's up here supporting Rise of the Moors, so we already know what's going on. We already know what's going on. So let's keep on analyzing this. And this is not even on my main channel. I could really make a scenery about this. Now, He's a gangbanger, and he act like he's trying to save his gang or whatever into a tribe and turn it into a positive tribe, I guess. But I doubt that. Now he is I self Lord and Master, which is Taj Tariq Bey. Which is Taj Tariq Bey. That is not Islamism. This is the crisis actor Islam. I keep telling y'all these characters never stop. Rise of the Moors is back trying to channel through him, and they're bringing the I self Law and Master back. I knew it was something about these dudes. This is not what Noble Drew Ali even brought. This is not what Noble Drew Ali brought. So now I can really go ham. Now look at this. He's tagging me PNF Lord of Crickets, and he got some old looking dude up here on the cane. You know, with all this I am a more stuff. Look, I tried to find nobody who knows you. Like, that is a slow comment by itself. Like, PNF is a personality on YouTube. PNF is a personality on YouTube. Why would they know me? How many of these old dudes is on YouTube like this? Like, how does this make sense, bro? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like this don't even make no sense, bro. Are y'all understanding me? Man, this man, shout out to Hope in the building. It's like these dudes, man, I'm breaking him all the way down. Check this out. So now he gonna get an old 80-year-old dude talking about he don't know me. Why would he know me on YouTube? That's confusion, yo. Now, meanwhile, you keep speaking on me, but all my contact info is in my profile. Hit me up direct and set up a live. Stop just going live talking crazy and acting like you reached out to me. Dude, what? That don't even make no sense. That's like I gotta let him teach this stuff right here. I gotta just set up a meeting with him to make him stop teaching this. This don't make no sense, yo. I don't think we're trying to be friendly. You understand what I'm saying, y'all? He's looking like we're hard-working Moorish Americans. Let's go into the chat right quick. We're hard-working Moorish Americans who stay out the way. We stay in the house, and we put our mission out. When we do our mission, we handle it peacefully. We spreading the word, getting people nationality, doing what we got to do. And this dude talking about I got to reach out to him because he feel like he all of a sudden a Moorish American fresh out of prison. Like, we don't owe you that. It's your duty to find out who we is on YouTube. Don't know Temple know who no PNF is, man. That's a damn YouTube personality. You slow, man. But if you want to know about me, it's your duty to get up with us as a student to the game. You don't know us. Man, this man is tripping, man. He thinking he's a star because he's a gangbanger in Cali who got some Hollywood fame. He's pushing the Washita. Here go to Washita, pseudo. That I gotta respect, but pseudo. Here go to the Nipsey Hussle pseudo. The pseudo fake this death that we already exposed fake this death. Here go the Blue Bible, plagiarizing the Bible with all of that babble in it. Rise of the Moors store. See the Rise of the Moors trying to make a comeback, but we're too conscious on what they did. And we can go into that too. Jamal talking about the gun charges dropped and all of that. We can go into all of that too. These YouTube more personalities. We're gonna break them all the way down. I'm not even gonna play with them no more. Now, I think I left a comment on here on who you can go get up with. And I don't even and let's understand this. Let's understand this before I break this down. More Science Temple, the doors is open in the More Science Temple for people to get their nationality. It's not for people to hang around as a club. Crip Jesus. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not no hangout process. It's just get you your nationality and you become a leader, and you got to save yourself after that, brother. You know what I'm saying? That's what Moorish Americans do, and you lift each other up, bro. And you emulate the prophet. You're emulating the prophet and what he did to save yourself. You feel what I'm saying? More science ain't about sitting around the temple all day, bro. You gotta better fruits of your labor and show us how you saved yourself, bro. That's how we know if you're a Moorish American or not, man. And you got to be peaceful. And you're not peaceful, you're causing confusion. So here go a good more right here. Yeah, we know Big PNF. Look at this comment right here. This is how we know he's slow. And he want me to contact him and hit his profile up when he out here talking nonsense like this. Watch this up. Watch how I know he causing confusion. Who is we? He said, yeah, we know Big PNF. Another YouTube personality who be everywhere. Who is we? Everyone I asked did not know him. None of the people he named, none of the people he named know him, and I didn't name nobody to him. The only person I named was Kenu Umar Bay from Chicago, who gave me my nationality card. So he has to know me. So we can expose him as well if he want to play. Where do you know him from? From which temple, which body? What is this dude talking about? It's not my practice to speak on temple biz in this type of scenario for multiple reasons. So this dude is talking about him on his profile, and he's an all-out slow-mo. Like, this dude is an all-out slow-mo, bro. Like, what is this dude talking about? I did a review video on you on YouTube, and you running around here talking about something. What body is you from? What temple is you from? Dude, I took what the prophet brought and saved myself. What are you talking about, dude? What is he talking about? Dude, you don't just be up in no temple. Are you slow? That is the opposite of more science. It's a Rotarian complexion where the people, the members come in, you get your ADAP degree, you go whatever direction you go in, because on Sunday school come guidance of the nation. You understand, you have your nationality and you build on that. You build your profile up after that. You do all your new business in your new name. That's more science 101. There's no leader over each other. We're all sheiks. You don't have to be in no temple. If you contribute to a temple, or if you got a charter to teach people their nationality, so be it. But that's not how more science work, Crip Jesus. That's not how it works. And you don't deserve these lessons because you're not a Moorish American. You're not a Moorish American. You don't practice Islamism. You don't understand how Allah works, how Allah is the all of all seeing, all knowing. You're pushing this Jesus stuff, yet you're smoking blunts and on camera when the prophet instructed us not to do this in public, right? Right? And the capacity you in, you're Jesus. You came back from Jesus, yet you're going to temples asking people who I am. Like, your responsibility is much bigger than worrying about me, because you're Jesus. Yet you're a big kid running around here asking some old people who I am. So everybody know I'm Elijah Ill. I got many videos, and what I'm gonna do is go on my channel for him right quick and just show him right quick. We can go into my profile right quick. I got another channel for you. And this is the PNF Research Group, and I have over 534 videos, and that means a lot. That really means a lot, and I got a lot of them on members only. So this is the PNF Research Group, a historic channel that put in work on YouTube, and a lot of people do know them. They do know me, and a lot of people that follow Taj Tariq Bey-ism are not Moorish Americans, and I can prove that. I can prove that with ease. I can easily prove that. A lot of these people that follow all of that Taj Tariq isms, that stuff is not Moorish science. It's not Moorish American. So Crip Jesus, man, you really a waste of time on any level that I represent. You really getting free promo, and you're not a Moorish American. You're just like a Taj Tariqite pushing out our self-law and master rebellious stuff, which is anti-government. And I can go and do that for you at least. One more time. And your best bet is to do what those other fake Moors is telling you, is to ignore me. I'm sure they telling you that. Like, who is this? Who is you talking about? You went and asked around and they said they'll know me. Why would they know me? Hey, come on, let's go find out. Kenu Umar Bay. Here go Kenu Umar Bay right here. Let me guess. You went and asked. I know you ain't asked this dude if he don't know me. And no disrespect to him, because that would be bogus to call him a dude. That's Grand Sheik Kenu Umar Bay. It's how I would approach him, out of respect. That's the only way I would approach this man, and I would expect this man to greet me as a Moorish American as well. But yeah, I know this man. You know, he's a good brother, and other brothers that was affiliated with him. But I know enough, you know, far as temple business go, to get him respect and get respect. And I just go, that's as far as I'm gonna go with that, because that's divinity. We talking about Allah. But other than that, you're just a kid running around here on YouTube, and you won't come on these lives, bro, when I go live, and you want to keep commenting. So I'm gonna leave it at that, fam. You really don't want to feel the wrath of this information to prove you pushing out. I mean, not. You pushing no. This is how I know you pushing no. Let's go back down to your rundown. You're teaching Nipsey Hussle, PSYOP. You're pushing a blue Bible full of PSYOP information. You look sus. You look extra sus. You're on Adam 12 pushing deviance with Crip Mac. You're pushing deviant culture like Crip Mac. And it's like the Crips waking up. It's like some hardened criminals waking up. And I just don't think we ready to associate. We're ready to associate like that. Like, we appreciate people waking up, but that's what happened when you in your lower self. When these lower self dudes pop up, they feel like they deserve the right to be able to be a halfway Moorish American. Like, oh, look, I'm not a gangster thug no more. Accept me for my ways. No, more science is about cleaning you up all the way and reforming you back to your proper self. That's what more science exhibits. And I believe the spirit guided me to putting the radar on Crip Jesus for this very reason. For this very reason. And this is simple understanding. It's like a gangbanger, aggressive gangbanger waking up overnight, and he's pushing everything at once. And we're like, no, slow down. For the sake of the people, don't cause confusion and mix us in with your gangbanger culture, that if you do the right thing, you would turn them to a lawful organization. You would turn them to a lawful organization is what my advice for him to do. Take the rights over his organization and turn them to a law-abiding organization. You know what I'm saying? Turn them to a law-abiding organization. And that will put them in the law instead of on the other side of the law. That's how I think Moorish Americans want to approach the Constitution. And I'm going to end it on that, because talking too much is the foolishness of folly. And I got the skills. I know I got the skills to go toe to toe with any man at my age right now who out here teaching that now, which is, negative. I got the skills because I know what more science is. When you know thyself and your Father God Allah. So they're trying to mix up this Sunni Islam and some of that Mahdiya religion of the return of the Mahdiya, strict lessons on the people, instead of just keeping it simple with the Prophet brought. Because I never seen the Prophet bring that Arabian stuff. He did mention Turk though, that we are the Turks and the Turks and Moors. But I don't remember a lot of this Arabian stuff. Okay, here it is right here. Okay, Act 1. The Grand Sheikh and Chairman of the Moorish Science Temple of America is empowered to make law and enforce laws with the assistance of the Prophet and the Grand Body of the Moorish Science Temple of America. The Assistant Grand Sheikh is to assist the Grand Sheikh in all his affairs if he lives according to love, true peace, freedom, and justice, and is known before the members of the Moorish Science Temple of America. So that's a temple right there with a Grand Sheikh with a charter. So that means all the other temples surrounding recognize them on teaching the great faith of Muhammad, Islam, and the Moorish National Divine Movement. That's the handshake. We got to find the handshake. It's a handshake on top of one of the documents, right? The Constitution. It's a handshake. Let's go back. I'm breaking it down to y'all. Y'all who finna get this video finna get in the game. Okay, it's only not a few people in here now. Y'all done got bored. But hold on. Let's get the image. There go that handshake up there. Let me show you. You see the handshake? Allah, salvation. This is for your salvation. This is the science right here. So the handshake is the Muhammadan religion and your national divine movement conjoined. That means you can't abandon the other one. You understand what I'm saying? So the religious part is a obligation. It's a obligation. It's a obligation. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because the grand sheiks of the temple, the national grand sheik, got to uphold this religion. He have to. It's no way around it. It's no way around it. Okay, Act 2. All meetings are to be open and closed promptly according to the Circle 7 in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Friday is our holy day of rest because on the Friday the first man was formed in flesh, and on the Friday the first man was departed out of flesh and ascended unto his Father and God Allah. For that cause, Friday is the holy day for all Muslims all over the world. See, that's Act 2. Act 1, we see the grand sheiks can make law and with the assistance of the prophet and the grand body. So that's a triune government. That's 3 governments: body, spirit, and the grand sheik. And their purpose is to keep the doors open to get this little information to you. If you want to open your own temple up, or if the grand sheik and that temple would like to upgrade your status from a member to an official, may that happen. But this is all spiritual. This is for your spiritual divine constitution and by law. It's the divine. You got to go off divine first. You see the science, and your contract is with Allah. Your Allah is coming from Mohammedan. See, they're not going to teach you that. Your contract is not coming from Taj Tariq Bey. Your contract is not coming from Rise of the Moors. Your contract is with Allah, Muhammadan, bam, grand body. Bam, grand body, self. Grand body is self, you. It's all up to you to do the right thing. You see how that works? They're tricking you. They're all trying to trick you into these measly organizations that's never going to get nothing done, because more science is about you. Know yourself and your Father God, and that you have to be what you're supposed to be, yourself, and not worry about what nobody else telling you and manifest on your own. Act 3, love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice must be proclaimed and practiced by all members of the Moorish Science Temple of America. No member is to put in danger or accuse falsely his brother or sister on any occasion at all that may harm his brother or sister, because Allah is love. Let's go into the chat. Bam. Guess what? He put us in danger because he's a gangbanger. He put us in danger because he's a gangbanger. He put us in danger because he's a gangbanger pushing gangbanger, and don't nobody want to talk about it. That's sad, yo. All members must preserve these holy and divine laws, and all members must obey the laws of the government, because by being a Moorish American, you are a part and parcel of the government and must live the life accordingly. So here's the trick to that with the government. You'll never know the government if you're not doing nothing wrong. There's no government on earth that's going to come looking for you if you're not doing nothing wrong. So you're a Moorish American when you're doing the right thing every day, not causing confusion. Act 5. This organization of the Moorish Science Temple is not to cause any confusion or to overthrow the laws and constitution of the said government, but obey hereby. Let's go down here. The prayer, Moorish American prayer. Allah, the Father of the universe, the Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector and my God and my salvation by night and day through his holy prophet, Noble Drew Ali. Amen. Okay, let's read that again. It's very worthy. Moorish American prayer. Allah, the Father of the universe, the Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my God, and my salvation by night and day through his holy prophet, Drew Ali. Amen. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Allah, unity, you get your salvation. Allah, unity, you get your salvation. So you get your salvation with that contract by stepping up and helping the prophet uplift fallen humanity. That's what that's all about. It's not no boy club. The Moorish Science Temple is not. It's not a lot of talking. It's, do you want to proclaim your nationality or not? If you want to be an adept sciences, that's additional for people into the Egyptology. They're dealing with the Egyptology on how to conquer and death and be a deific living on earth, a deific being on earth, where you're going to learn how to be supreme. That's what adept chambers is about. You going to the next level of being a superhuman where you can really help these people. Let's see if we can get anything on the ADAP chambers. I'm giving it to you in the raw because I'm gonna do a whole video on masonry real soon. ADAP chambers. See, we got the ADAP chamber of the commission order. Let's just say Moorish. Moorish. ADAP chamber, prophets, the prophets ADAP chamber. Supreme Grand Sheik, Moorish Science Temple. So obviously it ain't no one. It's not one ADAP chamber. It's probably one for each temple. So when you dealing with the ADAP, each temple gonna have a master degree that's gonna give his students the supreme knowledge on how he got there. You feel me? So everybody ideology gonna be different, but it's gonna take the same manual to give it to the new student. So we dealing with the ADAP. Now nationality is different, y'all. Nationality is, when we're dealing with nationality, we don't got time to play about that. We got to get these folks their nationality. A lot of these folks ain't trying to hear all of this extra stuff. So the ADAP chamber is for the advanced who really want to get out in the world and make a change for the best of the Moorish Americans. See, you ain't never heard nobody break it down like that. Besides, what's his name? The Moorish brother. I forgot what his name. He got his own channel. Forgot that brother name. He be on Sinetta channel. That he be teaching that the Moorish ADAP. But this is what we dealing with right here with the commission ADAPs. You really getting in your spirit, becoming supreme, like, you know, with the diet, the meditation, mind control, science. You going into that third eye. They really going in there to manipulate the time. They going in their minds to really become supreme. You feel me? So that's what that is. And each temple they offer that, but we're getting your nationality. So we're not out here pushing no gang, and we ain't playing with no. See the National Divine Movement. Then you got the MST of A. You got the Moorish National and Divine. You got the Islam. You're dealing with a trifecta of things because the prophets say move in threes. So a lot of things is in threes. You feel me? You got Allah, you got unity, you got salvation, you got the triune Allah. We can go into the Quran on that. So like I say, the temple is for those getting their membership on so they can go on and learn for the low, because you got to pay little dues every week. Now the ADAP is for the dudes who didn't use that science and you didn't made it to the next level financially, health. You was in a favorable position out there. You didn't use that science, and you can contribute to that temple and your people that you grew with. But you're not in no temple. You're not hanging around in no temple every day. That's gang banging. That's not what a temple is for. It's a gang of people just sitting in the temple. How the heck new people gonna come in there if the same people in there? You feel me? If they sitting around holding church, that's a violation, because let me show you. Let me show you why it's a violation. I can easily, we can bring down any of this nonsense. This is why anybody would be afraid of somebody like me. A person like me gonna bring you the raw. Let's go back. Now, let's go back. Remember, salvation. The star is on the east. We got the crescent moon going to the east. The only time when it's in American is when it's facing the other way, like the Nation of Islam and the Carolina flag is facing the opposite direction. It is crescent. It depends on where the crescent is facing on where the decree is coming from. So this star from the east. This is from the east right here, as we can see. Bam. Allah. Unity. Signs and symbols for a conscious mind. Unity. Who is your unity? Your unity is with Muhammadan So their temple, divine temple, must adhere to these laws, these rules. They can't go around that. So it's a religious situation. So if your people want their nationality, they got to know Allah is the Father. You can't go around that. So you have to have love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. They're not about that. And it says right here, these are your rules. All members must preserve these holy and divine laws. All of them. And that includes Crip Jesus. That includes Taj Tariq Bey. And Islam does not mean I self-law and master. I'm the only one who making this argument. That's why you know it's correct. And that's why they don't want to know me. That's why they don't want to know me. That's why they want to act like I don't exist. So they can have an excuse to keep lying. I broke that down too easy. That was too easy. And that's sin. They're sinners. They're sinners. They are all sinners. And I can do nice thumbnails. I can go on my other popular channel and plaster their faces everywhere. But I'm over here practicing. I'm practicing on this channel so I can get the wordplay correctly when we can really, penalize these dudes and bring them to justice. I'm getting my practice on because they don't make no sense. Islam does not mean I self-law and master. A lot of us fell for it. We got to lick our wounds and move on. Let's lick our wound and move on. Let's go ahead and look it up. I self-law and master. They are liars. I know what the prophet brought. You got to be able to comprehend what the prophet brought to really follow the prophet. And if you found my channel, you did the right thing in your life. Because you're going to stand up to these Moors on YouTube that's causing confusion with their little programs for profit. I self-law and master. The 5, whatever. This became popular by some Moor. I can't remember his name, but another Moorish American had told me about him. And he said Taj Tariq Bey did follow the moniker, but it still does not mean this is not what Islam means. Islam is like total retention, totally turning your back from the cares of the world. It's the ultimate lame, the lamest point of your life. It's the lamenting. It's the, how could I put this? Asylum. It's giving up. It's not caring no more. It's not no I self-law and master. You don't need that. Like they're adding this as another viewpoint to make you a deified being far as adept science. So you can be a master, strong person. We understand that. But Islam is the totally giving up. You're not, I don't want to say submission. I don't want to say that. I want to explain it differently. Looking at life differently, like I'm not caring about the world no more. I know how to just, meditate. It's the ultimate purest point of your life. It is not doing what they're telling you. I'm telling you. They switched this up for some warriorhood, masculinity mentality, egotistical mentality, so you can have motivation for this religion that they're trying to push under Taj Tariqism. This is Taj Tariqism, and I'm telling you what it is because he won't rebuttal it. He won't tell me to shut up himself. Like PNF, shut up. I know the prophet. You know how he talk. I know the prophet PNF, and he told me this. No, he will never do that. He would never say the prophet told him nothing about no I self-law and master. This is a mentality to get you to know yourself, to know you can master all things. Somebody came up with that, but this is not more science, and that's why a lot of dudes go off on these Moors because they'll hire you behind on your rent, talking about you are a master. You feel me? You will be bad on your health, talking about you are a master. Like, slow down. You are a student. Use the right language. You are learning right now, young grasshopper. You have not jumped off the porch yet. Just chill. Give yourself that title first, and then you will get it later. This is an adept point of view for a god. But you cannot be a master if you are a lame, because lame is what the word is. And Taj Tariq got y'all under a spell because he's the master etymologist. He's the master etymologist, but Islam is lame. It's asylum, total asylum of the mind. And this is debatable, and nobody has debated these people. It's actually being a lame. You're at your lamest point, and you're saying, I'm a lame, I give up. I'm not causing no confusion. I'm peaceful as I can be. I'm a lame duck. You're admitting that you're not all that because Allah is all that. Allah knows all and sees all, and you have never heard no master recitation preaching like this before, because y'all are in y'all ego, running around here behind on your rent. Got these dudes talking about you are law and master. You're not law and master. You're lying. You're paying taxes. You're lying. You're out here doing construction jobs. You're lying. Running around here working hard like Smurfs. Now tell me I didn't tell the truth. Tell me I didn't tell the truth in this video. Here go the link. Once again, nobody's ready for this type of sermon. People is not ready for this. It hurts. You think I'm stupid? I'm a grown man. I know it hurts. This dude trying to push racism, talking about I'm scared to show my face. I took that personally. You know I was going to take that personally. I took that personally. Now let's go back to my race. Facts. I'm born 50 MSTNA and I'm always a student, but these new Moors are doing too much. Like this woman is 50 years old. She was a Moorish American before I was around. You think she's in the temple every day? Make that make sense, my guy. Make that make sense. Just sitting around the temple doing what? Doing what? We already learned these lessons about Allah. We understand how to connect our spirits and learn how to love instead of hate. We got the message. We're all Moorish Americans. So what we do is vote for our what we believe we should be got, what we have going on. We voting for our interests now, but we're still a part of the said government. But we're learning to love instead of hate. We've learned to come together as a popular party in America, and we're not overthrowing no government, but we know how to come together now. That's what the prophet brought us, the all of love. And if all else failed, we have our own community called the Moorish American National Divine Movement and the Moorish Science Temple of America. We got our legal lawful bodies that has already been documented. If all else failed, we got that, but we still got to go out in the world and deal with everybody else. We're not to ourselves. No man is to himself, as the prophet taught us. So we got to go out with the rest of the men, the rest of the nations, tell them our nationality and politic like that. And that's what's called the United States. They want you to think you're from Morocco, that you're not with the United States and you're away from the government, but you get paid by the government. You use the government mint coin. Stop lying to yourself. They're going to help y'all ruin the world. I promise you, they got y'all going against the government. Y'all don't want to hear it because it's scary. You think it's snitching. You think it's wrong. No, they are criminals. They are doing criminal stuff, but they know really they can't lock Moorish Americans up because they know that's not what the prophet brought. They don't want to charge these dudes with the real crime of impersonation. That's what they need to be charging them with, but they really can't. It's too much confusion. It's just too much confusion right now. Let's go back to the spiritual, because I was cooking. Now, the ego, testicle Moors are pushing ISEF law and master to people that's in poverty. People that's in poverty, when they should be pushing this to ADAP, supreme soldiers. Like this should be the motto of some dudes that's gonna be like X-Men. That's gonna be like supreme heroes, X-Men. Let's look it up. Like you really, you got the power to say today. They pushing this on regular civilians that's got diabetes. Yeah, you are the master. You're the master of yourself. Get up and exercise. You're the master of yourself. Learn how to wash up. You're the master of yourself. Read more books. You got to start slow. And then how you thinking that, things just happen so quick when it's a process. Now, Islamism, the first religious creed. This is what the prophet taught us. Islamism is our true religion. Islam master is a little bit different than Islamism, and y'all don't see him what Taj Tariq Nim is doing. You have to come back to your senses, and I gotta sit up here and put this on the bullhorn for y'all, so they can be like, so how do you answer to this? Brother PNF is saying, y'all are not Moorish Americans. Islamism is our true religion. ISEF law and master is something Taj Tariq Nim pushing. Somebody's complaining, and y'all gonna go out there and tell them? Because they're saying I'm trolling them because they got a gangbanger pushing his book. They have a gangbanger pushing his book named Crip Jesus, his blue Bible, and ain't none of this more science. So you have to question all of them temples, and only a Chicagoan from Mecca who knows more science can question this. Let's go and get Crip Jesus with Ken Bay. So we can question Ken Bay. Of course, Ken Bay wouldn't want to know me if he's with Crip Jesus. Let's go and get Crip Jesus one more time before we leave. Let's get up in this community. I think he posted one with Ken Bay about Chicago, which is not good because you should. I don't know what the meeting was about. He could have told him like, "Hey, bro, you might want to stop gangbanging." He might have told him. I don't know what his meeting was, but I know he posted the Yamasee Moroccan flag. Wow. See, look how the moon coming down. It looked like the eclipse. That don't even really look like the moon, yo. That really look like the eclipse, G. It might be a moon. It might be a moon. South Carolina flag. Okay. Moorish trade post. What that joint at with him and Kenu? Okay. Okay. Buddy definitely is like a preacher or something. Like a hood preacher. Okay, there go Kenu with the Mufti Arab force. So these the games y'all don't want to play with me. Like, boy, it ain't nothing wrong with, getting your own militia training and stuff as a Moorish American, but these dudes can't tell us nothing. Once they got us our nationality, it was over with. It's up to us to follow them, to see the examples they setting. That's all they can do for us. Boy, they can't tell us nothing. What you mean? Don't nobody know you? Boy, you are known by the fruits of your labor, boy. What is wrong with you? You are known by that. You ain't known by some dude. Oh, I don't know him. Boy, don't you know that could denationalize people talking about, I don't know you. You ain't no Moorish American. That ain't what this movement is about. All our people are Moorish Americans, dude. Even you're a Moorish American, Crip Jesus, but you're not a Muslim. You're not doing what you told. So I'm up here exposing you. When you in your dirty ways, you can't mix. You cannot mix this. So he's on that little show, Killer Priest. You can't mix it. Okay. So he's definitely crept out. He ain't playing. Here it go right here. You got to be careful with this. See, he know Kenu. He didn't been around Kenu. He's probably trying to get a charter out there, and Kenu probably doing his homework. He probably trying to get a charter, but Kenu is definitely against the word black. I can tell you that. Kenu ain't rocking with that black word at all. So the black Illuminati is a sus. That's sus. So I don't know if this is a photo op. He just went to go meet Kenu just to meet him. But Kenu is strictly about the Quran, that circle 7. And his temple, wherever he opened the temple up, he can get you your nationality card. He definitely know the Quran enough to teach you that Quran and get you in your one-on-ones and your constitution. Kenu is a good grand sheik on that. But if you deal with Kenu on business, that's on you. That's dealing with business like, how you deal with any man. But if you want to know the Quran, that's it. That's all this brother can do for you. We can debate that he don't have no supreme authority over nothing, over nobody. I'm in my chat right now. Do anybody disagree? Anybody disagree? I love brother Ken Bay, and I can show my face for the world. Get it to him. I know he can recognize who I look. I still look the same when he got in my nationality. I still got the proof. Ken Bay don't have no supreme authority over nobody, nothing but himself. And that's what the beauty about more science is. That's what more science is when you know that he's a good brother who can probably teach you a little something and you can go far, with loving your fellow Moorish Americans. But Moorish Americans don't have authority over nobody. Their job is to get you your documentation that you are part of the body system politics of us being Moorish Americans going forward. See, when you got a voice like mine, you can use it, man. Y'all will be out here confused following people like Crip Jesus. First of all, the man he's representing Jesus. So why is this man out here needing Can use help? Uh-oh. It's finna go down, Crip Jesus. You in trouble now, boy. You in trouble, boy.
Islam.
Islam, Hope.
How you been doing?
And I'm
Long
doing I'm
time.
doing well. You see, I'm doing the work, so I gotta be doing good.
Yeah, you is. I've been watching you. I just been working hard lately.
Yeah, I
But
understand.
you know what? I've been had my eye on that dude because he been rolling with on Crumb TV.
Oh yeah, Crumb definitely in the spotlight now because he affiliated with this dude. So it's like they don't know then. You feel me?
and Crumb be on that Killer Priest, and then when you showed the Crip Jesus on No Jumper, No Jumper is that same shoe. Without saying no names, I ain't trying to get your channel straight. Same as Vlad TV.
Right. Same little avenue. Right.
Same thing. So when they start rocking with them boys, you know that they coming in to start confusion, give misinformation to the people,
Right.
and all they have to do is drop the prophet's name, drop a couple things in the circle seven, because a lot of people don't even have the circle seven or even understand it, should I say. They
Exactly.
may have it, but they don't even understand what the prophet even wrote in that book for us to understand it.
Right. People ain't comprehending yet. Exactly.
Right. They don't know how to read it. So, once they did that, people that are interested in being Moorish Americans and claiming Moorish Americans and studying Islamism and what the prophet brought us is getting misinformed.
Right.
But they've been trying to do that since back after the prophet was gone with this CM Bay, where that's where Taj Tariq came from.
Right.
They've been trying to take over the prophet's movement, like you said, with this I self law and master, all this other stuff. Taj be talking, that same stuff with the law and it's not. And I'm not saying he's wrong about everything, but he definitely is something to side eye.
Right.
He looked like that Martian Roger from American Dad with a fez.
Right. Them buck eyes. Like he is a character. I can see it.
Yeah,
I can
I've
see
been
it.
side eyeing him like, whoa, whoa, no, 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 no. We can't like I look and I listen to some of this stuff, but he be saying some shit that I be like, what? The
Right.
prophet never said that,
Exactly.
and then you got root words out there just just causing all type of chaos,
Exactly.
and then they bringing on these different Europeans that try to prove their point. You
Yeah.
can't do that because the prophet said you can't do that.
Right. All that was suspicious. I seen it play out, and a lot of people was biting it because I say I had started getting my lessons in like 09, 10. And Taj
Right.
Tariq was coming to Chicago doing tours, pushing the symbolism behind the dollar. They would show the dollar and how
Yeah,
it
yeah. I
symbolized.
look. I remember when he came out doing that.
Right. So he pushing it. A lot of people was paying that $20 to see him. I was suspicious then because I had fully comprehended the Quran on how you change your own life with your thought. You
That's
feel me?
right.
Like you don't
That's
have an
right.
excuse. The temple didn't give you an excuse no more, except for you to make a change in your
In
life.
yourself. But
You
see,
feel me?
that's when you learned how to get into the adept teachings.
Exactly. So I had made it to that level, right, of spiritual sovereignty, and I understood the prophet was disconnecting us from the Arabians, so we would be able to fulfill this without following their zealotry. See, that's
E-
what his divine mission was to free us from these Muslim fanatics and to be able to nationally represent.
And there
Taj
and that
Tariq Bey,
that Muslim word is a one of them corporations names. We, like you
exactly,
said, we are Muslims.
exactly.
Not Muslims, but Muslims.
Right, right. And he got us to follow the first creed that was already established, not the new Muslim and this fanatical Islam. You see what
Right,
I'm saying?
right. But I think a lot of I think this Crip Jesus got an agenda to get on this rap scene. Cause
Right,
this nigga got all types of songs and playlists and all that, So I think his agenda is about music.
right.
A lot of these young conscious brothers is coming up, and I'm not knocking them or judging them, at all. You know, I say, if they trying to do something different than besides acting black, Negro, and colored, okay, but it's getting out of hand now. It's getting way out of hand. And people don't realize that the attack on the Moors is so bad. Eventually some of these Europeans is gonna try to take our nationality, I believe.
Yeah, yeah. That's why they trying to popularize insulting us. See, they take little subtle jabs at us with characters like this. You
Uh-huh.
see what I'm saying? And I know
I
you
can't
can't
believe he
mix.
got all that blue on.
Yeah, and we'll get hurt if we wear blue in Cali. So, dude, that ain't nothing that we accepting into our peer movement.
And,
You
and
feel me?
there ain't no blue fez.
That's what I'm saying. And he got the nerve to post this pic with Kenu. And Kenu, I know Kenu don't rock like that with them different color fezes. He directly teach you that. Putting some on your fez. You know what I'm saying? So I guess
Right.
it's like Crip Jesus representing some secret order we don't know about. And if the prophet was lifting the veil, why we don't know about your secret organization, Crip Jesus?
That's right. That's right. Because the prophet didn't have no secrets.
He didn't have no secret. He was lifting the veil and free everybody from these dudes who want to be the king and high subjects. We're not doing that no more. You
No.
feel me?
No, we were freeing the people by giving them all the information,
Facts. So
the
that's what
correct information.
the correct information for the free, and that's what make you a spiritual leader. So that's why I say they have ulterior motives outside of what the prophet instructed for us to do to stay out the way and be
Hmm.
peaceful. You know. So he's showing these as photo ops to make it like he's active, but he don't know that I know Kenu don't know what he's doing. Kenu don't know he's on the YouTube causing confusion. I know this because I know this man. Now if Kenu act like he with this, we can all complain on him because you shouldn't be letting him do this.
Right, but he may not be under Keny's charter either.
I know he's not. That's what I'm saying. He just went out as a spectator taking these pictures. Now he's trying to fool the people like he's a part of something.
Right, so he can ride on that, and
He,
then people will identify that and think that he's legit.
exactly. And I caught it. You see how quick I caught it? And a lot of
Yeah, you
people,
did. Yeah,
yeah,
you did.
come on. Come
Yeah,
on
you
now.
did.
We not
Yes,
falling
you.
for this. I know Ken, you don't know me, and he wanna try me to think that I won't even call Kenu up. And
Oh,
I know it's
oh,
a
and
waste
then
of
he tried.
time.
No, this Crip Jesus be saying he's from the tribe of Gullah.
Right.
That's the one thing. Not does he only ride on the Washita Moors, he also claims this Gullah shit.
Right, right. I think I seen that, which we know is confusion. So
Yeah,
he's a
so
Washita Gullah and he's a Crip Mason. Like this too much, man.
he's doing way too much.
Right.
Way
And
too much.
I'm
But
really on the yeah.
I'm glad that you out here exposing them because I don't want the younger generation of upcoming Moorish Americans thinking that they should follow what he's teaching. Stay with the true teachings of the prophet and what he gave us. Because, like he said, if you can't save a nation, at least save yourself. This nigga is leading us leading the young generation off the cliff.
All right, could I ask you this? Let me ask you this question.
Hmm.
Because of the type of communication we have, he's saying that I'm wrong for doing these videos. Like I should have contacted him personally. I'm asking you, do you think I'm wrong for the way I did it?
Hell no. because I mean the conscious community has been left without checks and balances way too long.
Right.
And you it don't have if you out in the public giving that misinformation to our people, and especially I'm very passionate about the generations after me, my children, my grandchildren, to know the correct teachings. I don't need a nigga like this confusing them. So if you out there in the public giving misinformation, you gonna be called out in the public for
Facts.
giving out misinformation. Why now should he have the like you should give me that much respect and pull me to the side? No, we're past that. No, it's past that. I think you are definitely in every right what you're doing.
Right. Thank y'all, man. Thank you. Thank Big Mo in the chat too. And I was just making sure I wasn't wrong because I'm pretty much known for this by now. And everybody want to act oblivious all of a sudden.
Right. I don't know why he even thought he was gonna get away with this. I was waiting for you. I've been waiting for you to catch this nigga. But then I just said I just said, well, you know, maybe PNF is just saying, fuck it, ain't worth it. That's just another nigga coming off Crumb. Because, Crumb will bring some bums up there to say any
Right.
dumb
He be
shit.
bringing these characters. We got to call them out. Since he brought this character, we might as well call it out.
Right. So I was just like, I've been sitting back waiting. And when it hit my timeline, I was like, yes, I got to hear this shit. He is so, I mean, everything you said about him was so right. And then I actually got to see some things that I didn't notice. I was like, oh, nigga, you wrong.
Yeah, you dead wrong, disrespectful. And what triggered me was how he racially profiled me. So he racially profiled me because he think more science is a black coat where black people come together, not knowing that we're global people. We recognize 22 Asiatic families. We ain't just dark skinned. A lot of us light
No,
skinned, brother. So
no,
so the
no, we're
man
not
said,
just dark skinned.
yeah, exactly. So his mind is on an Afrocentric point of view, first of all, because you don't
And
even
then,
understand.
have you ever seen his woman, his counterpart?
Right. Yep, that's true. That is
No,
true. And
she's not no modest woman.
right. Facts. Let's go and get her right quick.
She be wearing them club hoe clothes and shit. And I just said, no respectable Moorish man wants something like that. At
Oh yeah,
least,
let's go get it.
and I mean, she's not a bad looking woman, but since she ain't a bad looking woman, she don't need to be dressed like that.
Oh, here you go.
See, he shouldn't even put his woman out like that.
See? See, Crip Mac. I mean Crip Jesus. You're Jesus. You're using a character, a leader that's revered by billions. You're the
Yeah,
return of Jesus, and you come back doing stuff like this after 14 years.
yeah,
Jesus.
you
Buddy.
wrong.
Buddy. You sent out the wrong message already, talking about you're Jesus. You made a bad example, so you might want to go back into the lab.
You ain't
You
the
see what I'm
Jesus
saying?
that the one prophet taught us.
Exactly. And that's not stalking you. That's not harassing you, brother. That's letting the people know, like, no, that's not what the prophet brought. No, the prophet didn't bring that. And you went and paid for this pick, or you went and asked this man some questions to get a pick with him, like, brother, could we take a
Yeah,
pick? And that's it.
yeah.
And that's
Yeah,
it.
that's exactly what he did. He appeased to his ego, like, yeah, I've been a fan of yours. Can I get a pic with you? I've been wanting to show you. Showed my people, and he probably just took a pic with him out of courtesy.
Yeah, because Ken, you love all the brothers, especially being in Abysmal Crips himself. I think he did like a dub. So he's gonna show respect to somebody who did 14.
Yeah, and give
You
him
feel
and
me?
give him love.
And give him love and give him hope. This is a spiritual get together right here. You feel me? They on that type of level. And we're letting the people know that doesn't mean he a Moorish American that is tried and true enough to know not to cause confusion. You feel me, y'all?
Right,
He ain't
and
one of them type of Moorish Americans.
And when he made the comment to you, like, brother, you're not coming to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Well, you ain't either because you ain't coming with the truth.
Exactly. You ain't
So if
coming
you
with the
ain't
truth.
coming with the truth, there is no love. There is
Wow.
no peace. There is no freedom. There is no justice.
Wow. That's what I needed you for. Wow. Wow. That's so spot on. So I did my job to put the spotlight on what could be worse. Cause as a Moorish American who left the streets, I don't want to mix with the Crips. I'm just voicing my opinion and my love for the situation. Like,
I didn't even know he was trying to do that, mix the Crips in with Moorish Americans.
yeah, but he won't stop gang banging and he got the blue Bible. So the prophet said,
Blue.
yeah, it's called the blue Bible. I think I don't understand it. I don't want to judge it. Like, I don't be quick to judge people. That's why I didn't do no video. You feel me?
Who's this European woman? Is she European?
Now I don't know. She got on makeup, and I guess he's promoting his book, and I get it got some good information in it. He says, but he wants to be Jesus. He got his own blue Bible, so that's gang banging in a good way, I guess.
Man, well, I only got the circle 7. I can show
Yeah.
you mine right now on camera.
Yeah, man. And I'm still not being harsh on Crip Jesus. I could have did this on my other channel and really, a bigger audience would get a whiff of this. But I'm just voicing my reason. It's like, yo, the prophet said, leave the cares of the world behind, right? We're leaving that behind. So we ain't taking
Yeah.
no, I don't think he get the lessons. So I'm really confused on him showing Kenu on his community page, brother, because that's what I learned that from. I learned that from Kenu.
Well, I don't understand. Like you on right now, why couldn't he just come on? If he been watching you talk about him, why didn't he just come on and explain himself?
That's what I'm
And,
saying. And
and
I
we could
keep tagging
stop
his
all
name.
that.
I didn't tag his name in the last videos, and he keeps saying I'm running from him. Well,
No,
I'm
you're. I know. I know. No, I know you're not. I know you ain't running from me.
right.
Cause you'll get up there and argue. I think damn near with Allah if he wrong.
Oh,
But I'm
me.
saying he could have jumped on the feed right now and explained himself, and it would have been let go. And
Exactly.
and if
Exactly.
he was misinformed, he can allow the real students of Prophet Noble Drew Ali from the Moorish science say, no, brother, it's not like this. Maybe you could take some suggestions and say, no, it's not like that. And the prophet wanted us to learn it this way, so it could be brought to the people this way, not the way you're doing. And we ain't judging you, but it's not right. It's still misinformation.
Right.
But his ego is so big up into this crisis. I'm sorry, crisis actor character, this
Right.
Jesus, because we don't know who the fuck he is. We don't know what this nigga's name really is.
Yeah, I don't know his name. He go by King Ill as another name, and like she said, I done the videos with your name up there, and you trying to downplay my status like nobody knows you. That's the ultimate disrespect. You see what I'm saying? It's like, cause who would know PNF? What old time person in the temple gonna just know a PNF
PNF.
character,
Right.
right? You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
now you playing on our intelligence,
Right. But
you know?
everybody knows these actors and actresses.
Right.
Now I know that everybody knows the actors and actresses, but they don't know the real people with the boots on the ground behind the scenes that are
Right.
doing something to make a difference.
That's a good example. Exactly. The people that stories never get told who really put in work.
Never,
We never
never.
know them people. And that's the epitome of more science and peace. You doing it out of love. Nobody knows your name, but you did something for the people. And we thank all those Moors who put in work. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Love to the gov on everything, yo. For
yeah,
real. Straight
yeah.
up. Yeah, yeah. I'm glad you say profound things. I love building with you. You a legend in the game. A lot of people don't know when I first started, you came up and recognized my videos. And I was like, love, well, I'm finna take this motivation. I'm finna fight for the women of this country who's striving
Yeah,
to be spiritual. You know what I'm
because
saying?
I look, like I said, I'm from an older generation, but I love to see the young people get out there with the right information and keep giving it. I'll support that all day because I'm gonna be dead and gone, and some of these elders ain't shit no more. So, I'm about like, yep, go ahead. It's time for y'all to lead. Y'all got to get out there and be leaders
Facts.
because I'm gonna keep it real. A lot of us elders have dropped the ball and ain't picked it back up. So if y'all ain't gonna pick it back up, let the young ones lead, especially if they leading right,
Yep.
and just accept things. But hey, get yourself together. Cause these ain't the times to be playing around with no misinformation and shit. You know, I gotta go out there every day with these Europeans and shit and work like a dog. And I don't want that for my children and grandchildren.
Right.
My kids and my grandchildren, they all got their nationalities because they came with me. Oh, and I married a Moorish American too, so it don't make a difference. Because my maiden name's McLean.
Right.
I'm a McLean. My Owens Hill is my married name. But yeah, I appreciate what you do. I'm gonna drop something down to you. I want to say Islam to the chat. And the reason why I like to drop something to you so you keep the channel going and keep banging on these niggas when they get out of pocket.
You better know it. The spirit is in me, and people, Allah speak to man through man. And I tell Sleepy Moors, that ain't single lie must be in tune, because you supposed to see that. When somebody speaking on something, that's Allah speaking. Stop playing with
Yep.
y'all. Stop playing.
Yep. Or that's some of your ancestors telling you, boy, you better do right.
Exactly. That's our ancestors. It's all our ancestors speaking up.
It's telling
Exactly.
us, hey, we may have messed up. Some of us, not all of us, but it's now for you to correct things. Straight up correct them things. But I just wanted to come on and say much love to you. I love you like a brother, my son. I know you're a good father. And keep doing what you're doing. I respect that out of you all the time. So
Thank you.
I'm gonna jump back in the chat and I'm gonna listen for the rest of the live.
I appreciate
Islam to everybody.
Islam. Islam. So, hey, I got the props of the women out here. I got like Crip Jesus. I don't even need to do this on my main channel because I'm kind of trying to get away from that. I deserve respect as a teacher. So I don't need to be arguing on our research channel. We're gonna just put out information on that channel for now on. That's why I came over to Lord of Cricket channel to have these discussions. And this is a prime example of the discussions I bring up that we need to know. This is like going into the future to stop the confusion that could have came out of this character. Because he actually got good rhyming skills. He been on Adam 22 and he's accepted as a gang member and somebody who's merging into Islam, what Muslim teach. Because we're not just Moorish American, the Muslim obligation is peace. So he's mixing us with some guys running around shooting Mexicans. So I guess the Moors gonna be helping the Crips fight the Mexicans. You feel what I'm saying? You see what they trying to lead us? Because they're going to war in Mexico. Crips and Bloods and Mexicans and others. So I guess when the Crips get into it with the Mexicans, the Moors get into it with the Mexicans. Now they're gonna be looking for us state to state because they got these fake wars going on. The peaceful Lam people. Let's just take the ears off. The peaceful Lam people, we ain't supposed to be fighting no wars because we is leaving this behind. And when you don't know Prophet Noble Drew Ali teachings, you will follow somebody like Crip Jesus. You don't have the option as a Moorish American to follow Crip Jesus. You don't have that option. Your option is to leave behind the cares of the world. And with that being said, I'm gonna give y'all this image. I'm gonna give you this image and get up out of here because that man don't want to talk no sense. All they gonna do is duck and hide and play games. I'm gonna leave y'all with this image right here. One on one. Moorish American. Moorish American. And I'm gonna break it down to you. Because when your eyes start to see, you'll be able to see what the prophet wrought you. Signs and symbols for the conscious mind. As we can see, the great meeting is on. Can we get it? Nope. Then I erased the wrong one. We can see the great meeting is on. Islam, Asia. Quran questions for Moorish Americans. Humanity. Prophet Drew Ali. The cares of the world. You see that? 1 foot in water. The cares of the world. 1 foot on land. Salvation. You almost there. You're almost there. You got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Leave the cares of the world behind. Do you see that on the screen, y'all? The cares of the world. You see right here, Noble Drew Ali, humanity in his hand. In his hand, and he's leaving that behind. That is the symbolism that he's showing you. You see the crescent and the star. So he's in the nighttime. So if the moon is out, so it's nighttime. He made the mission. He made the mission when nobody could see. They didn't even see him putting in that work. He didn't care. He didn't want to be known. He just saved humanity and got the hell on. Islam. Until the next time. See you next time.
Yeah. 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 Let's go. Let's go.